All right, thank you so much for your comment because I feel like that brings us to our perfect segue. So, a lot of people think college is expensive and they should work rather than going to college. So, I'm a numbers guy. So, I broke it down into numbers to kind of show you why we still say that college is the best route rather than working right after. So, let's say you get a job, don't go to college, get a job right after high school, making 25K a year. For over 4 years, and that's the time it takes to graduate college, you'll make 100K. And that time, you'll spend on rent, 12K, that's $48,000. Then on food, let's say you do 3K, spend 3K a year on food, over 4 years, that's $12,000 right there. So after 4 years, in the same time that someone would take to graduate college, you would have saved up $40,000 before taxes, before buying your shoes, before you get in a car, before any of that. Max you can get is $40,000. Now, let's look at college no work. You don't have a job, don't have any rent, and you don't have to pay for any food. Rent is paid for if you live on the dorms or if you get funding for off house living. Then on food, you get EBT or you get to be in the dining commons. So now, lastly, if let's say you graduate in 4 years, at minimum you can get a job for $60,000. Most people I know are making well over six figures, but let's say you get a job for $6,000 because that is the national kind of average. You have 20K in expenses using these numbers right here. That means you could have saved $40,000 in your first year, matching already all that money you saved up in the last 4 years. And on top of that, all the money you get from the 60K job while someone else is stuck with a 25K job, you'll have a lot more money post grad as well. And this is the lowest possible. This is one of the lowest possibilities you can get. We're not talking about most people who I know who are making $200,000 in their starting salary. So now college plus work. A lot of people work while they're in college, and I'm not even going to include summer internships, which you can make over $20,000 a summer. Let's say you make $1,000 a month over 4 years, $48,000. So you make that $48,000, get that 60K job, which is at minimum, and you have 20K in expenses. Now you saved up $88,000 plus you have your 60K job on top of that. So yeah, this is kind of the breakdown of the numbers of why even if you worked for 4 years, you can't even touch what someone would make in college and with no work after a year of their job. And especially you'd make a lot less money than if you went to college and you worked. And this is on the lowest end. When I'm telling you 60K, when I went to school, most people I know are making well over six figures. So these numbers are way an undervaluation. But even at the lowest end, the lowest possibility, you feel like you didn't do it right, you're still making a lot more money than if you didn't go to college. So yeah, I'd love to hear more of your comments. Tap into the Blueprint if you want to know how to do it.